fire station is where this fire is currently blazing. As we speak, you see a number of officers together with some members of the public who are mostly traders who work in the shops here, are trying very hard to bring the flames under control. A number of structures have already been razed down. Others are still in full flame as we speak. I've counted while coming up here. We currently pitching camp on one of the stores, the story buildings here, in order to get the best view of what has been happening in the last 30 minutes or so. At about 10 o'clock, we had a call, or 10:20, we had a call in the office that this place has caught fire. As we speak, it is unclear what the cause of the fire is, but what I can tell you is that fire officers with at least 2-3 water tanks are currently trying so hard to bring the situation under control. A number of the fire officers, you see an officer there who they are pouring some water on. It looks like he is losing consciousness. He's one of those who have been on the roofs of the stores here trying to bring the fire under control. You see some members of the public there trying to help him to the ground. It looks like he is losing consciousness and they are helping him to the ground. So as we speak, it is unclear what the cause of the fire is, but because of the location of the place, I wish I could show you the fire tenders that are currently attending to the fire. But if you see right opposite us, you see one fire tender there where 2 officers are standing on, trying to bring the situation under control. You count 1, 2, 3 fire officers standing on the roof of one of the shops and trying to bring it under control. There is another fire officer there who is standing right in the middle of the smoke and the flames, trying to give direction to his colleagues on where to direct the fire to, the water to, in order to bring the situation under control. I'll try and show you the fire tenders currently bringing water to address the situation. You see down there 2 huge fire tenders who intermittently pump water to the place. I think there were 2 when I just climbed, but one I'm sure has run empty, and so they've driven it away to go and fill. The one currently on site is what they are using to manage the situation. You see some members of the public also there trying to catch a glimpse of what is happening, but we can return to. So that's generally how Circle looks like right now as we speak. Trading activities at this part of the place has been halted, and apart from the fire tenders, this is a public toilet washroom that serves the people here. Some of the youth or the guys have been fetching water from the poly tank high up there and also throwing down there in order to quench the blazing flames. You see someone there in one of the washroom also trying to pass water through the window in order to, and so it is all hands on deck at Circle here around the VIP station, and where fire has been racing down a number of shops as we speak. And so after inhaling some amount of smoke, this fire officer is quite unconscious. The friends are trying to resuscitate him. He's indicating that he's okay, but I'm not sure he would be able to continue with work as he's been doing in the last few minutes that we've been here trying to bring the situation under control. I'll be speaking to some of the shop attendants here who have also been trying to bring the situation under control. But what we know is that a number of shops, dozens of makeshift structures, which serve as shop for most of the traders, is currently in flame. A chunk of the structures have been razed to the ground. You see there melted aluminium sheets as well as electric wires still on fire, are still burning as the fire officers are trying to bring the situation under control. Even the public, for the water from this washroom here with that little hose, they're trying to still use it to bring the situation under control. You see a deep freezer at the ground there where he is pointing the water to. Some of the items that has been burnt in the last few minutes as they are trying to bring the situation under control. Is it a good time to have a brief conversation with you? Do you work here, sir?
Yes, please.
You work here?
Yes, please.
You own one of the shops?
Yes, but not here.
But not here?
Yes.
When did the fire start and what has been happening in the last few minutes?
Well, I was here, then I heard people shouting. Even somebody said he saw on the TikTok that there's a fire burning. So I said, then a person said, oh, how can he be here then seeing something that he even doesn't know is happening? So he quickly rushed, then called me that there's a fire burning at the back of the VVIP. So that is what we happened that we.
So an officer is signaling us to get down. Chief, we just want to have a view of what is happening so we can report that properly. The police are asking us to exit this place. Unclear why, but you were telling me about what has happened. Do we know exactly why the cause of the fire? Anything on that yet?
Well, I don't have. It's alleged that there's a woman that the fire she cooked at the back at the back of the washroom, and they said the fire started small, so they quickly rushed to the fire station to call them that there's a fire burning. Then later realized that there's a problem with the car, the fire service car. So
the tender that is just opposite this.
That's what they alleged, okay. But I don't have any fact. But there's a problem with the car. So they try to start it. It doesn't kick on for them to come. So they call Accra branch to come and help with the fire outbreak. So that's the little thing I know about it.
So the shops we see here, the place that is burnt, what are the items they sell here?
Normally, people sleep here, and most of the Nigerians that sell Nigerian food, they have the local market that they sell the food stuff. Okay. That is what I know about those people working here.
Okay. So this is not like mobile phone accessories and other shops?
Mobile phone accessory at my left hand side. And most of the people here is where they sell food, drinks, and some people sleep as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what has been raised down now. Yes. Have we recorded any casualty, anyone injured so far?
At the moment, no. But there's a lot of property that has been taken down. Okay. Yes.
Okay. And so that one of the traders here at Circle who has been telling us his point of view and information on what has been happening so far in the last few minutes. And a number of the fire tankers are still coming. And so as we speak, the fire tender that has been attending to this particular fire as we speak has, I want to believe, run out of water, and that's why water is not flowing through the hose in order to attend to the fire. So intermittently, there is this sort of break, and then they get a backup. Another fire tender comes in, brings in water to quench the fire. While spending the last 30 minutes here so far, I have seen about 3 fire tenders coming in and out. We saw other private fire tenders, water tanks also coming in and bringing water, together with this poly tank up here, which has also been used to douse the fire. And that's what has been happening so far. We are told that the shops here are primarily for cooking, those who use this place either use the place as a sleeping place or they use it to cook food items which they sell to the general public. And that is what the place is used for. You can see some pans as well as a deep freezer still sitting in there. Some pans which I want to believe are used for cooking items in the middle, sitting right in the middle of the ashes over there, which suggests that the information that this place is usually basically used for cooking might be accurate as we speak. The information is that this place does not contain accessory shops and the rest, as Circle is usually known to be used for. And so as we speak, the fire is still blazing in most of the structures, and there's a new shop which smokes are coming out from. I want to believe that the fire is also making its way in there. The smoke is now billowing a bit heavier than it used to. We just pray that that does not also catch fire, and I pray that they are able to bring it under control. You see the gallant men of the National Fire Service now trying to make their way to the ground now, as in the last few minutes they have been able to only pitch camp on the roof of this particular building and directing the water to the fire down there. But now a number of them have been, I see one of them earlier, another who made his way to the ground there in order to attack the fire from its base. What they've been generally doing in the last few minutes was to, for safety reasons, pitch camp here at the top of this building and direct the fire to the flames down there. You see there another officer in the thick of the smoke, also trying to attack the fire from another side of the building. And so one fire tank is here, the other is at the other end if you're coming from the tiptoe area. And so two of them now, as we speak, okay, two there, also trying to attack the fire. You hear the people shouting for water, asking the fire tender to now start and pump the fire, the water to the, where the fire is blazing in order so they can attack the fire. You see that the fire is now trying to, the fire there is still catching up, blazing more and more as the officers are trying so hard in order to try and bring it under control. I see a number of the people from where I stand here in that building, which is billowing a lot of the smoke. They are trying also to throw some water from some bucket onto the blazing fire there in an attempt to bring the situation under control. Two fire officers now have descended down in the midst of the fire, and all they need now is water. It is unclear why they are not pumping the water from the ground in order to tackle the situation. I cannot tell whether the fire tender there has run out of water or what the arrangement is before they pump the water in. But what is clear is that the people here are shouting for the water to be pumped here, for the fire to be attended to. But that water they have been shouting for is not yet coming. Unclear what the situation is as we speak. But for those just joining us, this is the current situation here at Circle, as fire has gathered a number of shops, and so the water is in now, and you see the structure is now being attacked with the water in an attempt to bring the situation under control. And so for some of the shops here, which are closer to the situation, you see the shop owners are trying to pack their things out of the shop so that just in case the water comes here, they would be able to redeem their wares from the shop. Chief Aiko. So they are trying to pack the things from the shop so that they can salvage their things just in case the water comes here. They're very busy now and will not want to speak to us. But that is the situation here as we speak. The shop here that has already been closed, they have been able to pack all the things from this particular shop already, and they have closed the shop for the fear of a possible escalation of the situation where it may extend to the shops, and they have salvaged their wares as we speak. But from what we are seeing, dozens of shops have already gone down. We are yet to get an official estimate on what the cost of this may be, but what we are sure of is that a number of traders have lost countless amount of resources here to the fire that has started at about 10 a.m. this morning here at Circle behind the VIP station, bringing down a number of shops, dozens of shops here in Circle. I remember that just close to this place at the other end, fire gutted the phone accessory shops there just a few months ago, somewhere 2025, and you will see from there that a number of the structures are now being built. You see a shop there that is erected, cement blocks erected. It is not yet fully plastered. Now trying to heal from the last fire outage that brought down every investment here. And this is a second one here, also bringing down a number of structures. What we've been told is that this place is generally used for cooking and selling to the general public, more or less like it serves like a kitchen and a sleeping place for the squatters who have been using this place for their trading activities. It is unclear what might have started the fire, but what we are told is that the structure right behind this washroom is where it started from, and then it is escalated to the other places which have all been raised down now as we speak. Officers of the Ghana National Fire Service are currently doing everything they could in order to bring the situation under control. Members of the public are also doing what they can. You see some of them there fetching water from the pipe hose there, sending to the other end of the building in order to also try to attack the fire from all directions in order to bring the situation under control as we speak. And so you see some block there separating this side of the station from the other side. I want to believe that has it not been for that border provided by the fence wall there, I am sure the situation would have escalated more than we have seen so far. And so the fence wall there is what I want to believe served as a fire bank between this area and the other area, which has prevented the situation from escalating further. It's unclear what is there, but that part of the structures is still in flame. Some amount of water has been directed there in the last few minutes, but it is still not bringing the situation under control. But officers are still here, and I see one fire tender at my right, where's another private fire water tank. I want to believe also there trying to bring the situation under control. So currently, as we speak, 2 Ghana National Fire Service water tenders, whereas one other one, I want to believe, is a private one.
My guy, if you...
I think come closer and see if you can pass it to him. The gentleman here passing a fire extinguisher to the guys there to see if they can also use it to try and douse some amount of the fire as everybody is trying to. Chief, you own any of the shops here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
At which area?
The front one there.
I mean, how long has this been happening?
I think 2 to 3 hours now.
About 2 hours now.
Yeah.
Any idea what might have caused this?
We don't know. I just saw the smoke there, and I called the people around here so that they will know what to do. Before you know it, the fires.
What do you sell?
I sell phone accessories.
Phone accessories.
Yeah.
But have you also removed the things from your shop? I see a number of your colleagues
I
remove.
didn't remove because my shop is at the dam there.
Okay. But you have left your shop now to also help the situation.
Yeah.
Are these things that are burning? Do they belong to any of your friends? Do you know in the owners of any of them?
I know some. Like this place now, they are quenching. My brothers have shops there, so.
His what?
He's selling accessories too. So at the back here, see the building burning there.
Okay.
Is there?
Where the fire is still burning?
Yeah. It's the back of their shop is burning like it.
Has he been able to pack his things from the shop?
Yeah.
He's been able to pack the
Yeah.
things? Okay, so which means that he's not losing anything?
Yes. But some people are losing, so...
Apart from the phone accessories, what else do they do over here?
People live here, so like this place is people's house. All this
They use it as a sleeping.
Yeah. All this place is people's house, so...
I see. Is it also true that some people cook over here to sell to the public?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And so that's also, what's your name?
Bosco.
Okay. Bosco is also a shop owner here at Circle, and he tells me that all they're trying to do is to marshal every effort in order to try and bring the situation under control, as some of his brothers also own shops here, but thankfully they have been able to evacuate the items, salvage the items they sell in there in the shops. And so as far as his brother's shop is concerned, nothing has burnt, but others have also lost things. And so you see in there a number of cooking, some home appliances or pans used for house chores. You see a number of aluminium pans in the middle of the ashes over there. If you go a bit further, you see other ones. But if you come closer to where the fire officer is using the smaller tube to douse the fire, you see a deep freezer there. In there is also 1 or 2 other deep freezers where the roofing just came down in your shot. But you also see on the freezer there, some cooking pots as well, which are also in there, signaling that the place might have really been used for cooking, as we have been informed by one of the people who used this place earlier. I can also see from where I stand an aluminium or a car rim cold pot. Those cold pots that are made with car rims, I see one of them inside there also as well, indicating that this place might have really been used for cooking. You see someone also throwing sachets of pure water or sachet water into the direction of the fire, as everybody is employing every means possible in order to douse the fire or bring the situation under control. Really unclear why that particular place is not responding to the water, but a young man is on the roofing there trying to make his way to the place. It's unclear what he's going there to do, but it's all in the attempt to bring the situation under control. More sachet water is being thrown in there to try and bring the situation under control. I think that is the only live fire as we speak, which the officers are trying to bring under control. The fire tender I spoke to you about has just drove away, indicating that the water in which they were using to tackle the situation is exhausted, and they are now trying to go get more water to come and deal with the situation. What more of the youth now is still throwing sachet water into the fire, as there are no water fire tenders to attend to the situation as we speak. There were a number of them attending, but I want to believe that they have run out of water, and so they are now trying to go get some more water in order to attend to the situation. And so they are trying to bring that under control as we speak. The young man up there is trying to pull all of the woods that has been arranged in there. They are trying to dismantle the wood there so that it doesn't continue to serve as fuel to enable the blazing fire to continue. And so,
hey, sack that man from there.
So see, what I'm saying is that
no. I said no. This is what you have been doing. No. Hey, it's okay. Over there, other way, fireman. Master, take this guy away. Over there, other way, fireman. Over there, you see, they do this thing, then the video will be taking pure water. If we bring tankers that are not 0.5, you'll be using this pure water. These people, that is what you're doing. You think we don't know? I'm telling you.
so do I. We have extend one horse now.
And so that is the situation. The fire officers. Chief, is it a good time to just get a brief update from you on what you've been doing so far in order to bring the situation under control? Who are you, sir?
I am the regional fire commander.
Oh, okay, the Greater Accra Regional Fire Commander.
I am.
Okay. So far, walk us through what you've been doing so far in order to bring the situation under control.
As you can see, we have 5 appliances with a tanker in augmentation, and we've managed to confine the fire. As we speak, fire has been confined. We are yet to bring it under control, and we declared finally extinguished. So that is where we are at the moment. I want to assure the general public, residents around whose facilities share borders with this particular fire outbreak, to calm down and relax. We have taken control. The police are here to cordon off the area. There's a security, safety is guaranteed, and nobody should panic. And very soon, we'll declare that fire finally extinguished.
It's extinguished.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can I know your name, sir?
I am Assistant Chief Officer. Rashid Kwame Nkrumah Circle is my name.
So far, so where have you been getting the water from? I'm told there is one of the hydrants right opposite the GRA office. Apart from that, where else have you been getting the water?
There are hydrants around GRA, Kukumlemle, our national headquarters too. There are hydrants there, so that's where we are going for the water.
Any idea so far how many of the tanks you have expended here so far?
Oh, we have 5 fire engines here, including a private tanker. Some have gone to replenish about 2 or 3 times, and they are still, yes. So at least, averagely, if it's even 333 times 5, we talk about 15. Yeah.
Anything pointing preliminary to how this might have started?
Oh, we are told that it started from a kiosk. We are yet to investigate what was going on in that kiosk before the fire erupted. So we are told, and we've been confirmed, that it started from a kiosk. But as to what caused the fire in the kiosk is what we are yet to investigate further.
Just lastly, I'm also told that this place largely is used for cooking as well as sleeping from some people. I see a number of items there which seek to suggest that. How helpful would this information be to your investigation?
Oh, as for looking for fire outbreaks in settlements like this, cooking cannot be ruled out. You can see pans, you can see cylinders that has been used, which is an indication. These are all signs that domestic activities are going on here. So these are things that we cannot rule out in our preliminary investigations. You can even video them right here. You can see the pans there, which is an indication that these are human settlements. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Assistant
Chief Officer
to
Rashid.
Give us your last information if you want to tell us anything.
Oh, my last information is to just assure the residents around whose facilities border this fire outbreak to calm down. We've managed to confine the fire, brought it under control, and we finally declared extinguished. So rest assured, this fire, we have done about 80% of the job. Yes, that's my final.
Thank you. And
I am Assistant Chief Officer to Rashid Kwame Nkrumah. That's my name.
Assistant Chief Fire Officer Rashid Kwame Nkrumah there, and he is the regional fire commander or fire officer for the Greater Accra region, and he has been supervising the situation here as we speak. He indicates that no preliminary investigations haven't pointed to anything yet, but they cannot rule out the fact that so far as this place is a human settlement, they will be looking into that direction as well. Also confirms that from what we have seen, the items we have seen on the ground so far, it is indeed a situation that this place is both a settlement area where people sleep as well as a place where people cook to sell to the public as cooking utensils, as well as pans and deep freezers are in the midst of all of the items that have been raised down so far as they continue to deal with the situation. He said the situation as we see now is 80% done. What they need to do is to do the final touches to bring it under full control and declare it finally extinguished. You see some persons there who are not uniformed, but they're also trying to help the fire officers. I cannot tell whether they are also officers who are not uniformed or they are members of the public, but they're also trying to do their best in order to bring the situation under control as we speak. And so that's what has been happening in the last few minutes or hours as we speak, as the police are also here in order to ensure both the safety of the workers and the general public, as well as some people who usually do take advantage of the situation to also salvage some items that do not belong to them. The police are here trying to ensure the safety of all of those people as well as items that are here. We'll try and see if we can get some words from the police as well on what they've been doing so far, but more fire hoses are now brought in order to deal with this finally. More fire hoses are brought in to augment the situation, which means that another fire tank has been brought, water tank has been brought in order to salvage the situation as we speak. And so the fire is almost done. The fire service says they've done about 80% of the work. What they're doing now is to take care of the rest and declare this finally dealt with. Okay, and so that's the situation as we speak. Fire officers are still on. You see an officer there who is strapped with some tank at his back. I don't know whether that's an oxygen tank which would enable him to get into the smoke properly, or it is also a sort of fire extinguishing equipment which he would be using to tackle the situation. But he is strapped, geared up with some tank at his back. And okay, I want to believe that is a gas nose mask. And he is also here trying to help his colleagues as they struggle to tackle the base of the fire and make sure that the entire situation is brought under control. For those of you who join us from the start, there's been some level of improvement so far on what the situation has been as we speak, as the fire service is still continuing to douse the fire. What is in your shot at the other side where the flame is still coming up from is what they've been trying in the last few 30 minutes or so to try and bring under control as we speak. And it is unclear what really is there, but it keeps burning even as more water is thrown in there. And so that's basically the part of the structures that they are trying, the fire officers are trying very hard to deal with. You see some of the young men at the top there also trying to bring off some of the roofing sheets so that they can direct the water through the roof down into that particular structure to try and see if they can address. And so you have him have a bucket of water as one other person is trying to open the top of the roof there. So they pour the water through. That particular shop, one of the traders here tells me belongs to one of his brothers, where phone accessories are sold. Thankfully, they've been able to salvage the accessories from that shop, and it has not been, the items in there have not been ravaged by the fire, but some amount of smoke keeps coming out through there, and they are trying to also bring it under control as we speak. And so you see him there pour the water through the rooftop there in order to douse the fire and the flames that have been coming in. A number of them are down there passing buckets of some water in order to tackle the fire from that particular building, as well as the fire officers are also in the middle here trying hard to tackle the situation as we speak. Dozens of shops, which we have been told are used as sleeping places for some of the traders, have been razed down, and as well as places that serve as temporary kitchens have all been razed down by fire, which started, according to eyewitness reports, at about 10 a.m. this morning, and in close to 2 hours or so, the officers have been trying to bring the situation under control. They are pouring more of the water on the pans and the cooking utensils that have been burnt in there to prevent any possibility of them catching back flame and sparking another bit of fire. You see them throwing away some of those pans there as they try to flip the bent roofing sheet to tackle every fire that might be hiding under those materials or structures there to prevent a possible reignition of the fire after all is said and done. And so that is the situation here at Circle behind the VIP lorry station, where the structures here went up in flame. It is unclear what the cause of the fire may be, but that will form part of the investigations of the Ghana National Fire Service as they conduct some investigations into the situation to unravel the exact cause of the situation in the last 2 hours or so, as dozens of structures have been raised down here, structures that serve as kitchen for some traders who cook food items for the general public, others which serve as the sleeping place for some of the squatters and traders here, have all been raised down in the fire that's been burning in the last couple of hours here at Circle. Fire tender after fire tender have been bringing water to help address the situation as we speak. And so that's the situation here at Circle as we speak. Some of the youth are still at the top of the roof trying to direct the water to that particular structure, which does not seem to respond to the attempts of the officers to extinguish the fire. A number of, I can see some amount of flammable items there, plastic items in there, some umbrella also in there, with a number of wooden structures all packed by the fence wall over there. It looks like that is the reason why the fire at that part of the structures is not trying to get extinguished, as they are still trying to bring it under control. Earlier, one of the guys climbed up on top of the roof, pulled out a number of the dry wood there, which could serve as fuel to support the blazing of the items. They pulled a number of them out as they are now attempting to totally bring the situation under control. You see a fence wall that's separating this part of the structures from the other side of the place, and that is what has prevented the fire from extending to the other structures, thankfully, as the officers are trying to bring the situation. And so as we speak, the fire tenders have run out of water, and the officers of the Ghana National Fire Service are now waiting for more of the water tanks to be brought in order to help address the situation. A number of security agencies, including the Ghana Police Service, I also saw at the time the Ghana Immigration Service vehicle also coming around in order to also address the situation. They have been collaborating in order to bring this fire under control, as they are supported by a number of private water tankers who have also been bringing water from all directions around Circle. The chief fire officer for the Greater Accra region earlier informed us about the fact that they had to rely on a number of hydrants in and around Kokomlemle to get water into their fire tankers in order to attend to the situation. And so that's what the situation has been in the last couple of hours so far here, as they tell us that they have been able to bring about 80% of the situation under control now. What they're trying to do is to find those of the fires that could be lurking under the destroyed structures, tackle them, and declare the situation fully being brought under control or fully extinguished here at Circle. And so for those of you just joining us, it has been about a couple of hours of fire officers battling another another fire situation that sparked at about 10 a.m. here at Circle. The last few days have experienced a couple of fire outbreaks not too far from here at the Kaneshi area. There was a huge fire outbreak where a number of structures were razed to the ground, as well as Weja area as much as I can remember, from other parts of the central of Accra, including the Central Business District as well. The huge one on the eve of the 2024 into 2025 has been the Mokola market, which came down due to fire. And you hear the police there instructing them to exercise some caution. Those of them at the top there who are trying to bring the situation under control, cautioning them to be mindful of the electric wires at the top there so they do not touch any of them. The feedback is that...
Francis. Guiding. Master, you told me that. Go back, please. I told you what? Are you not the one who asked me that you have a shop here? Go back.
Do you know what I want to tell him that you are pushing me? You were talking about the wires. We have off the wire. We have the control switch that is working for the. It's okay.
It's okay. You just go back.
So you see the police there are still trying to get some of them. Chief, let's have a quick conversation. I just want to know how much you have also been contributing to keep the place safe. You have a shop here. Okay. And so that's also a member of the public. They are trying to keep the place out of reach from other members of the public. And if it happens like this, from the report we have heard in the last few times, a number of people also try to take advantage of the situation in order to pick items that does not belong to them. And that's what the police have been trying to prevent people from accessing this particular place as well as other places that have not caught fire. Let's try and see if we can make our way to the down there where they are trying to tackle the fire as we speak, to try and see if we can still speak to a number of the members of the public as well as the fire officers who are currently still trying to deal with the situation as we speak here at Circle in Accra, where fire has been burning a number of structures here. A number of structures here in the last couple of hours as we speak, with the fire, Ghana National Fire Service and its officers all trying to bring the situation under control as we speak.
A long time.
Here in Circle, the mayor of S. Honorable Alote is here trying to address the public on what has been happening and what they've been trying to do in the last few minutes as we speak. Chief.
We are going to make sure that anytime we'll try our best to provide tankers for most of the fire stations, so that anytime there will be an outbreak like this, they will have extra water. Not now, they will look for water somewhere. So I'm going to talk to the fire boss to see how best we can assist them. Yeah. I was then trying to see my brother. I called him before coming here. So we are going to join things together and make sure we clear this place. After clearing the place, we're going to clear the place so that there will be no more splatters here. Because this is the center of Accra, and we cannot have things like this going on here. So from what they said, because the fire properties. Then we hope and pray that this will not happen again. We will make sure, we will ensure that the right thing will be done. No, let's look at you. Thank you.
So, the mayor of Accra, Honorable Pakbo Alute there, trying to in the last few minutes. What briefing did you get so far as you have come to the scene?
The briefing the fire boss gave me is the fire was caused from the electric pole that has so many wires. But we thank God so much that they are able to quench the fire. And they called, you can see my tanker is here, and we were here to support. When we got here, the man was able to, the fire people were able to quench the fire, and we thank God so much. There was no casualty, and just a few properties have been lost. But I'm going to join team with my brother here, and we are going to clear the place for a fresh start.
Any information on the number of structures that have been brought down?
Oh, over 50.
Over 50.
Yeah.
We are told that they use this place as settlement and also cook for the general public. Is it similar to any information you also got?
No, I've not got any information on it. Thank you.
Thank you. So that's the mayor of Accra, Honorable Ni Kpakpo Alote there, giving us a brief on what information he's been getting so far as the situation is concerned. Let's try and see if we can make our way in there to know what the situation is. And so this is the VIP station. Behind it is what all of VVIP station, I'm told. Behind it is where you see there where the situation has been happening. The fire has been burning in the last couple of hours here at Circle, as fire officers continue to bring the situation under control in the last few hours as we speak, and that is what they've been doing. And you see here another fire tender station here, which is distributing fire to water to the grounds where the fire has been burning so far, as they are trying to deal with the situation. Officers of the National Disaster Management Organization, NADMO, are all here also trying to aid and help in bringing the situation under control as we speak. And so this is a closer view of the place that's been burning in the last few hours. You see in there a number of items. Flammable plastic bottles are on the ground. You see a car wheel or car rim, coal pots, two of them sitting in there, as well as other items. And so those are some of the items. And if you come back here, the fire officers have been able to retrieve a number of gas cylinders, which we are told are also in the flame. They might have been items that have been retrieved from the fire as part of the move to bring the fire under control. I wish I could have a word with you. Do you also work here?
No, please. I'm not working here. I'm an NADMO staff.
Oh, you are in NADMO staff?
Yes, we are
here.
Okay.
Is it a good time to know, are these items also retrieved from the fire?
Yes, please. From the fire service officers, they retrieve it all from the fire.
The gas cylinders?
Yes, please.
Which means that they might have contained gas and might have exploded, because I don't see the lid on it.
Yes, they have exploded. That's why it took the fire very difficult to be controlled. This morning, that's what we did all.
Okay.
Yes.
So I count about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them.
About 50 of them, they have taken some out.
About how many?
50 of them.
50?
Yes, please. They have taken some out.
Wow.
Yes.
So this place is more or less like a residential place?
Yes, please. It's that place. And there's more the control bar around.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you been able to identify any of the owners of this place?
No, please. We didn't identify you. Yes, please.
Okay. can we say?
Baba from Ayawaso Central Assembly.
Okay.
Yes.
NADMO officer at Ayawaso Central Assembly.
Yes, please.
Mohammed Baba.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank
That's a NADMO officer there from the Ayawaso Central Assembly, who is also part of the people who have been trying to bring the situation under control. I see a number of the NADMO officers all around trying to bring the situation under control as we speak. We'll try and get a proper shot of some of the items that have been here, which have been part of the items that have caught fire in the last few minutes as we speak. You'll see more of the fire officers trying to make their way in there in order to try and deal with the situation. You see there some clothing materials that look like either tarpaulin or cloth or dresses of people which they wear also in the middle of the flame. You see a deep freezer which I want to believe had exploded in the midst of the fire. You see the steel coal pots in the middle over there. And if you go to the other side where we came from earlier, there are a number of deep freezers over there. Even right in front of you, I can count about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deep freezers in the middle of the flame there with other items. The NADMO officer from the Ayawaso Central Assembly just told us that they had retrieved about 50 gas cylinders from the fire as we speak. Just 7 of them still sitting here, but 50 of them had been retrieved and most of them have been taken away. And so he says that the fire has been aimed by those gas cylinders which had exploded, and that this place is actually used for cooking, but none of the women or the men, the persons who use the place for cooking, have been identified so far as we speak. None of them have been identified so far, but I'm sure the police and the fire service officers would be able to locate some of them and hear from them on why and how this situation had come about. We can speak to the NADMO officer there who is trying to give us a briefing on what the situation has been so far in the last few minutes, as they have also been aiding the Ghana National Fire Service to bring the situation under control here at Circle VVIP station, where fire has gathered a number of items in the last few minutes. Let's hear from the NADMO officers on what the appraisal of the situation has been.
Well, we have a fire station just under the interchange. So they responded immediately and then called for support from other fire stations. The chief fire officer was here herself, and I think they have done a good job.
And from your assessment, NADMO, regional, what is the next move you are going to do for these traders? Is there a plan?
Actually, as part of the Greater Accra decongestion exercise, this place, it's just unfortunate this has happened, but this place was part of the program for decongestion. And so we will use this as an opportunity to cordon the place off. So for now, we are declaring it a security zone for now. We don't allow them to come back. We decongest the whole place, and then we see what we can do best.
Thank you so much, Dennis Nate, who
let's try and see if we can. Chief, let's have a small conversation. You are live on Joy News. First, identify yourself to us, who you are, and please, this way. Okay. Let's know you, sir.
My name is Dennis Ajanonati. I am the NADMO Regional Director for the Greater Accra region.
Okay. So far, what's the continue with work as
make sure that we prevent people from looting properties. Because when incidents like this occur, most of the items here are, wares that people are selling. People take advantage of the situation and then they start to loot. So we're doing that, and then also we called for help from most of the assemblies because we have that collaboration with them. When it comes to it's mainly part of the disaster management committee, and fire service is also part. So we collaborate with them, like I said. So we called for some support from some of the assemblies. You can see most of the drip equipment here with water to support what
I see. Yes. I saw the blue Sharkman
the
tank.
white one. They are from this one. The other one is from Koliklote, and then AMA has also deployed one tanker. You see, unfortunately, we have fire hydrants around, but as part of this squatters here, most of the fire hydrants have been buried. We located only one, and if we are going to
middle of the fire,
sure. Okay. You see, that is where the fire service is supposed to feed extra water should they get in good use. But for the help of the tankers from the assembly, I think fire service has done a very good job. And so the place will be cordoned off, like I said earlier on, and body from coming back to rebuild any structure over here.
What are the
and partially for residential. You see, so we always say that we don't want the marketplaces to be turned into residential. But once people sleep here, it means they will cook. So we were able to retrieve a lot of gas cylinders filled. And some here, a lot of them, those that exploded too. And you see, once it explodes, it ignites the fire and it makes the putting out the fire very difficult. Yes. So it was partially residential and partially market.
We sit by, we see some of these things happen before we. You mentioned that you plan to cordon off the. Do we know what this place is supposed to serve as before they have converted into the structure?
Actually, this place is supposed to serve as a garden. It's supposed a garden.
A garden.
Yes, it's supposed to be one of the gardens to serve as a beautification for the interchange, which has been allowed to grow into this stage. Fortunately or unfortunately, it's part of the regional ministry to take action and make sure that we cordon off. They have been served letters. You can see remove signs on some of them with dates. Actually, the final date we gave them was 24th February for them to finally move from here. Of course, most of them are sleeping here. So if you want to do the conjunction, you must give it a little bit of human face to allow them. You can't just wake up one day and come and start to sack them. So we've given them enough time to evacuate nicely so that we'll take over. But since this has happened, we will use this as an opportunity to cordon off the place and declare this place a security zone for now. So nobody comes back to this place. And then we'll reconstruct it for its originally intended purpose.
Any idea on the number of structures that have gone down?
So far, we can count over 45 structures. Over 45 structures. So that is why we are on standby. Immediately, we had a distress call. We move in immediately. So when the fire is finally done, we'll move in to identify each occupant by its structure.
Which means that you haven't been able to identify anyone.
Now that there is still fire over there, so we are leaving that for the National Fire Service to do that. When they are done, we'll move in immediately. You can see some of my officers putting down notes. We interview some of the occupants. We have to make sure that we identify you by your structure so that if there is any help from government, we can try.
Which I want to ask that pretty soon we'll start calling on NADMO to help us with either sleeping place or food to eat. How ready is the NADMO to meet? For instance, if these are 50 structures, then perhaps an average of 50 people would have been occupying it. How ready are you to provide for these people and even more?
Yes, even if it's 50 structures, you can't automatically say that it's 50. You can see one structure with over 10 or 5 people occupying it. So the numbers might be more. So not more we are ever ready. So immediately the fire is down, we'll try and get into it to make sure that at least for tonight, we get them a place to sleep, because this is an unfortunate situation. You wake up in the morning to start your daily chores and this has happened to you. So we will come in immediately to make sure that this evening, what they will eat, where they will sleep, we are able to provide it.
Which items are you providing?
Oh, that one, when we get to the ground, we'll let you know.
Does that mean you will be giving them mattresses, rice, oil as you do?
When we get to the grounds, we know. We are now going to identify. You see, we give them the items based on the needs. If they are babies, if they are pregnant women, some people don't need rice. Some people just need a sleeping place. You understand? So we identify them by those, and then we can give the relief.
But if it happens that they are living here illegally, would you still go ahead and provide the needed support for them?
We have to, because we are in to manage disasters, and disasters has no boundary. Irrespective of they being here illegally, they are Ghanaians. And so if something has happened to them, they are our sisters, they are our brothers. We must make sure that we get them back to their normal life.
Thank you. Your name again, sir?
My name is Dennis Nati Achano, the regional NADMO director.
Mr. Dennis Nati there, he is the director of the National Disaster Management Organization in the Greater Accra region, telling us what briefing they have also had so far and how they intend to address the situation. So these are some of the items I want to believe that have been salvaged from the fire in the last couple of hours as we speak. You see this glass safe here containing some items. This is a mobile accessories structure, which I'm sure you see the boys in town pushing, changing people's phone protectors as well as phone covers as well. You see a number of fridges also that have been brought in here to salvage from the fire, I want to believe, to this particular VVIP station shed as we speak. We'll try and see if we can get some of the traders whose items might have been caught up in this flame that has been blazing in the last couple of hours here in Circle as we speak. Chief, you are a station manager, I want to believe.
I'm one of the manager.
Oh, okay. At what time exactly did they start?
It started exactly 10 to 11 going.
10:28 thereabout. What has been the response of the fire service?
They said our back there is a gas explode. That is happening, then the things have started.
I see. So you called the fire service?
We called them.
They responded on time?
No, they came by. It's not exactly in time, but they came.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what really started the fire?
It's gas.
It's gas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone was cooking?
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
And I'm told they also sleep here?
No, it's a workplace.
It's a workplace?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
And that's one of the station managers here at the VVIP station who have been trying to also help in the situation. Let me see if Chief. Morning. Aiko. You also live here?
Me around.
What do you do here, sir?
Oh, I be phone repairer for Circle.
Oh, okay. Did your shop also get burned?
No. It's my friend's shops.
Your friend's
shops, yeah.
You also repair phones?
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
So, we are told that someone might be cooking. How did you all start from what you've been told?
Oh, the time we see the fire from only one shop.
Okay.
Then after that, the time when the fire service was coming, everything was spoiled. Yeah. So the inside were burned.
Why did it escalate so fast?
Maybe it's a gas. Maybe you have some gases over there. That's why these things all happen. Yeah.
I see. So it's not only phone shops.
It's not only phone shop. I think Plenty houses is there, so that's why. Mostly the shops is a kiosk. Mostly all is
made with plywood.
And that's why everything been. Yeah.
I see. So your friend has lost everything.
Everything. If you climb the steps there, you see everything. The inside all bent. Everything is spoiled for them.
I'm sure those include people's phones as well.
Oh, that one there. That one there.
If it happens like that, how do you resolve it? What do you tell the phone owners?
It happens. What happens? It happens. So if you come, you see it. It happens. So just we come down we see what we can do. That's why. Mm-hmm.
What is he around?
Yeah, he's around. Yeah.
Okay. We pray that you are able to get through this. What's your name?
My name is Nana. Nana. Yeah.
Okay. Nana is a phone repairer, and he's been talking to us. Some of the other boys here. Also, Chief, you also have a shop here?
Oh, no. I mean, I did the backyard side.
Oh, the other side?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm a phone repairer.
You also repair phones?
Yeah.
You also have some of your colleagues losing their shops?
If an incident happen like this, it's so sad because, one, it's like I can describe here like improper planning of building that can occur these things. Because when we are planning to build a shop or a storage building or a house, you have to leave a space so that maybe if a serious damaging of fire, a fire service can pass through. But when you close that space, where you call them, they should come for help. If they come, there's not space for them to pass. How can they help? So
who is responsible? Is it you, the people who put up the building, or the assemblies?
I can blame the assembly because you have the authority to put measurement in places. Okay. If you build beyond this level, we'll break this side out. Okay. The person will obey. But if the person comes here, I have money, you take the money and you allow the person to build that house or that infrastructure, that place, and tomorrow problem come, who are we going to blame? So I am pleading the assembly and then the MP and the government, if they come back, they should come with what? A serious measurement of plan so that it will help we the nation. Because
as far as you are concerned, this particular place, if they want to reconstruct it, there must be some plan in place.
Yeah. Serious plan, of course.
What about the other ones, the other places?
It's not too late.
Okay.
It's not too late.
Okay.
It's not too late. This one is not a block. It's a container. Okay. They can shift others container. There will be a space. Yeah. So government should come in plan of serious measurement. So in case of tomorrow, it won't happen like this. If there's a space, this will have happened like this. Thank you very much.
What's your name, sir?
Osman Okasha.
You are a phone repairer?
Yeah.
Thank you. And so that's our brother there, one of the phone repairers whose friends have lost items in this particular fire outbreak. And they have been trying to salvage the situation as we speak. And so that's been the situation here at Circle in the last couple of hours from about 10:20, 10:30 thereabout when fire outbreak started here. And the Ghana National Fire Service have been trying to bring the situation under control as we speak. We are monitoring the situation. The fire is almost doused, and we'll bring you all of the latest in a subsequent bulletin. You can catch up with what has been happening from the start of this from about 10:30 on all our social media platforms on Joy News. My name is James Aveji.